Oyster Cult's UK tour, our little mini UK tour. And today we are in Newcastle, which I love. I think this is a really cool town. Plus, the gig is super close to all the action. I think this is a great place for people of the geek persuasion to go. Hi, Jeremy. Because they have on one street, they had a Forbidden Planet, two comic book stores. They had a guitar store called the Guitar that had an incredible selection. They had Music Man, Fenders, Gibsons, Sirs, Strandberg, PRS, James Tyler. Hello, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Hi, Murph Dogs. So I was super impressed by that store. They had a Harry Potter store. Oh, well, actually, it was like another like there was a bunch of like, geek stores, and I bought something for my nieces. If you guys ever seen Harry Potter, they got these jelly beans, right? That kind of like just like some of them. Hi, Pat. Some of them taste great. Some of them taste like shit. So I got them these. Let's see. We got oh, here's a booger flavored, dirt flavored. So they're gonna have a lot of fun with that. Hello, hippie. Um, they also have a statue. Oh, hi. Oh, cool, Murph. Hey, hello from Canada, eh? They also have a statue of Earl Grey. Hot. Earl Grey. Hot. Picard. You know. Oh, I sound like crap. I just sang all night, but I feel good. I'm tired. It's late here. It's after 11. Hello, Toronto Dave. Hello, Ed. Hello, Carlos. Hello, Gowie. Well, I met some of your fellow French citizens here, the BOC French Brigade. Great audience. Eric called a fun set. We One of the songs I love playing is actually, two of my favorite. Oh, three of my favorite POC songs to play were in this set. I love playing "Career of Evil." That's a great song. I love playing "Black Blade," and I love playing "The Red and the Black." Those are fun. So yeah, great show. And tomorrow, where are we off to tomorrow? I don't even know what time we're supposed to leave tomorrow. To be honest, I didn't pick up an itinerary before I left. I don't think we're coming to Brazil anytime soon. But we've been to Brazil. It was great. Yeah, I like playing Godzilla. Sure, it's fun. Tomorrow we are in Glasgow, I think. So we're going to Scotland. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, so that's all. I just wanted to check in with you guys. Any other questions? Nope. Okay. So yeah, tomorrow Glasgow. Anybody coming to those shows? The Wild Hearts? I'm not familiar with the Wild Hearts. Oh, here's my shirt that I wore tonight. Check this out. It's a Batman. Like that? That's cool. Yeah, we play the U.S. like every weekend. Mark, where are you located? Yeah, we play there most of the time. Okay, the band opening up for us is a Scottish band called the Temperance Movement, and they're great rock and roll band. I don't get. I'm sorry, Chris. I don't get that joke. Yeah, they're called the Temperance Movement. I suggest you check it out. Phil, I love Newcastle. I love it. I would come here again. This is a great town. Yes, I'm familiar with Stephen Wilson and Porcupine Tree. I'm really fond of Stephen Wilson did a remix. We were just in Kansas. Oh, we were in Kansas. We go there. We play the casino there. There's a casino there that we play. Check out for tour dates. Go to blueoystercult.com. There's a remix that Stephen Wilson did on Tales of Topographic Oceans by Yes. Sounds phenomenal. Oh, hey Neil, yeah, great band, great and nice guys. Kansas, so flat. um, yeah, so there. What's up? Whose concert in Stockholm? Oh, you're talking about Stephen Wilson. Oh, right, he's touring again. Oh, thanks. That's probably Andy's not playing drums in this band. No, Andy's playing drum. Andy's actually. You should check it out if Cassim Sultan is coming to your neck of the woods because Andy's playing drums with Cassim, and that is a great show. So you should go see that. They're doing all Utopia shows. Um, the Close to the Edge video is probably my favorite Band Geek video. It's the one I'm most proud of. It took a long time to do, and yeah, you know what it was? It's like when I was ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to do that song. It's like okay, I'm sure I have. I'm sure we haven't played Astronomy. Oh, I have played it live. That we haven't done it on this run, but we used to do it frequently. Um, so you know when you're a kid and you're listening to certain songs and you say to yourself, "Oh man, I wish I had a band here that could. I wish I had a band that could play this song," and that was the song for me. So when I played with Mark, it's BlueOysterCult.com. So when I played with Chris Clark for the first time, I said, "Oh, no, no we've we've been to Norway, and I liked it. We played in Drammen, which is beautiful, beautiful place. Oh, also BOC tour dates are on my website too, richiecastellano.com. They're there, and they're you know a bunch of places. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. It's Dan Miranda. Hello, what's up? Come by where? All right. What room number? What room number? Yeah. All right. Maybe I'll see you there. I'm doing something right now, but maybe I'll see you there. Okay. Bye. I think Danny thinks I have an internet obsession. That's why I don't tell him I'm live streaming. He doesn't like it. Um. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Neil. Yeah, the vigil's cool because I get to play the acoustic guitar, the Variax acoustic. Hello, person's name I can't pronounce. Sorry. Hey, Colin, what's up? Are you coming to any of these gigs, Colin? Oh, I'm tired because we were up at 5 a.m. Had like a 7 hour bus drive to get here, and just played a gig. So yeah, that's why I'm tired. But it's good. It's fun. Good group of guys. You would like me to listen to group playing the Lamia. What's the Lamia? I don't know that. I'm not familiar with that. Ah, yeah, that was the first. That was the first date we did here. It was good, but there were like technical issues. Do I miss Cassim on bass? I mean, Danny's phenomenal. Like we don't have any problems with Danny playing bass. I miss Cassim in general. You know what I mean? Like I love the way Cassim plays bass. And oh, thank you, jazz guitarist. I appreciate that. Um, but I'm gonna record an album soon, and I'm gonna have Danny play on it and have Cassim play on it because I like playing with both of them. It's like two different flavors, but they're both delicious. Oh, thanks, jazz guitarist. Yeah, I'll be doing more when I get home. I just got the HX Stomp, and that's really cool. So I can't wait to like dive into that and talk about different applications. Um, oh yeah, the Variax acoustic. You know what's funny? Um, Paul Hindmarsh came to the show today. I don't know if you guys know who he is. He's the um, British Line 6 demo guy. He's phenomenal. Great guitar player. Wonderful guy. Um, and he came and he commented. He goes, "Your Variax acoustic was pretty impressive." So, yeah, that's that was a good compliment to get because he's the dude. But yeah, I'm proud of that acoustic sound. I know a lot of people complain about the acoustic. Did we play the Hammersmith before? I don't know if we did. It didn't seem familiar to me, but I'm like a bit of a space cadet. Buck remembers all the gigs. Buck can remember every freaking place we ever played. I have a terrible memory with that stuff. Hi Cheryl, how are you? You didn't miss anything. I'm just hanging, talking. Um, What's a good song to learn if you're bored? Hmm. What would you say? What would you say your level of playing is? Like, what's the last song you learned? Tell me that, and I'll give you a recommendation. I'm getting a pretty good. Hey, VJ, I'm getting a pretty good signal on my end. Might be on your end, Legends. Legends of Bass. That's a cool name. Oh, don't mind me having some yogurt. Cause I've got tired of eating everything fried. Everything's fried here. I don't know. I don't know Rachel Flowers personally, but I know who she is, and she's incredibly impressive. Okay, the last song you learned was "Burning for You." So, do you want to learn another Blue Oyster Cult song? Because if you could play those, I'm assuming it's on guitar. If you could play those leads, you know what's, you know what's a great tune and a great lick? ETI. Learn ETI. Bam, bam, that's a cool lick. It's got a little bit of swing to it. It's kind of tricky. I'd say learn that one, and it's not too long. So learn ETI. Does the Ernie Ball play okay after Hi Jet? Does it play okay after its incident? Yes, there was another incident. There was a second incident. Someone dropped it, and there was a little, not a little, a deep gouge in the back of the neck. So I had to get Rocco Monterosso at Staten Island to fix it, and he did a freaking phenomenal job. I can't even feel it's there anymore. Yeah, I can't do it. I'm on an iPad in a hotel too, so I can't do anything about the resolution, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. Did I see Steve Vai's endorsing the Synergy amp? Cheryl, are you coming to any of these shows? Um, and yes, I did see Steve Vai I did see that. I mean, he sounds great through whatever he plays through, but I don't think that's for me. Just because of the situation I'm in with with the in-ear monitors and the studio stuff. Like for me, the Helix is really the ultimate solution for what we're doing in this band and in Band Geek and just recording. You know, that's where I'm at right now. Any Steely Dan songs? Laurie wants to know. Laurie? No, we don't. You know what it is? Like a lot of the times we'll have the guests suggest what song they want to play, so we kind of just do that. Like we're not too picky. Like I have a few ideas for songs I want to do, but oh, thank you, shoot 'em right back at you. Pew pew pew. Um, you know, like yeah, usually the guests pick and they'll pick something that they want to come off sounding good with, and Steely Dan is kind of tricky. Also, I don't dislike Steely Dan. I'm not like the hugest Steely Dan fan. So that it's just not like what I grew up listening to. But if we have a guest on that wants to do Steely Dan, then you bet you can bet we're gonna learn how to play Steely Dan. No, I don't have a guitar with me, and I don't want to sing right now. Sorry, Cheryl. No jamming. What about the Fractals? I've played through them, and they sound great. We're finally at the point. Sorry, Colin. The weather's beautiful here. Actually, it's like 40s, 50s, sunny out. It's great. Hardest solo I ever learned. Jeez. Wife's at home. Um, it's probably like a Petrucci thing. Like Fatal Tragedy was hard. That was a hard, so I could almost play it, but it's just too fast. Um, yeah, I'd say the Dream Theater stuff. I like John Petrucci a lot, and I can't play like him at all. And but yeah, that's some of the hardest stuff I've ever had to learn to play. What about South Side of the Sky? That wasn't the hardest. That no, that wasn't the hardest solo. But it's hard, but it's not the hardest solo by a long shot. Um, really? Oh wow, Phil, I didn't know that. Like, is Little River Band Australian? I need a stool. Sorry, my iPad stand is like kind of funky. Let me see if I can do this. Let's try this. Is that better? Wait. How about that? Is that more better? Yeah, if I think Little River Band is Australian, right? Am I wrong about that? Am I right? Someone tell me if I'm right or wrong about that. Um. Oh yeah, thank you. Yes, Emery rocks. Oh, thank you, Joseph. Thank you very much. Hard solos. I mean, you know what? Cliffs of Dover is hard. That's a hard solo, but the whole song's a solo. Um, you know what I like? That's kind of like a playable Petrucci solo. I kind of wanted to do this in the stream. It's just a tiny bit too high for me to sing, so I'm trying to find a good key to do it in. The Spirit Carries On from that same album, from the Scenes from a Memory album. There's a there's a great solo in that, so it's beautiful. You know, me and my cousin Phil, we like Petrucci a lot, so we saw them live. We opened for Dream Theater in I think we were here. I think we were in England. We opened for them, and we got to like sit on the up on the scaffolding of the sound console and listen to him do that solo. It was awesome. The venue is the O2. Yeah, so that answers the question. Besides ACDC, I like Little River Band. Oh, thank you, Ian. Appreciate that. Nope, there's no program. Nope, that's a lie. If something's like really fast and like ridiculously fast, I'll use like a, a slow down app, or if something's like really tough, I'll put it into Pro Tools and I'll slow it down. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't mind cheating using apps. You know what? It's what's funny when like for example, Cliffs of Dover. When I was learning that, there's um there's already like a someone put it on YouTube at half speed, so I just use that to learn it. Do I like the movie Bohemian Rhapsody? No, I love the movie Bohemian Rhapsody. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was. I know it was had some timeline inaccuracies about it. Like there were some things that happened out of order in the movie, but you know I saw it in a theater with Dolby Atmos sound, and it was pretty freaking. It was pretty freaking epic. It was like being at a rock concert. It was awesome. Whew. Wow, I've been on for 20 minutes already. Jeez. Yeah, that kind of freaked me out that I was playing a place where Queen played. That was kind of cool. That was pretty cool. Although I had the brain fart of all brain farts last night. I it wasn't bad, but it was I don't know. I'm not familiar with Toy Matinee. I'm sorry. Um, oh, thanks, David. Yeah, so I we played Joan Crawford, which is a song I practice every single day. And I had a mental block. I could not remember what the second chord was. So I played a chord. It was not the chord, it was a musically sound chord. It just was not the right chord from the original recording. So I was a little, I had a brain fart, drew a blank at that point. And it sucks when it's a song it's a song you practice every day, and your mind is just like, oh my God, what is this? And those are the most stressful tunes, like tunes you have to start by yourself on an instrument that is your not your first instrument, not your second instrument, but your third instrument. It was a little weird. Oh, thanks, David. No, we played already. We just played. Oh yeah, I told Eric before we went on stage. I said, "Don't worry about this, but I'm having a brain fart." He's like, "What?" I was like, "The second chord. I don't remember what it is, and I can't picture it in my head, and I can't hear it." And he goes, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "Don't worry. I'm gonna play a chord. It might not be the chord from the record, but it's gonna be a chord." And he's like, "All right." And then everybody at the show, they're like, "Whatever, it was fine." It's one of those things that me and four other people probably noticed. Oh yeah. James, we did play at Daryl's house. We played with Cassim. We played at Daryl's house. That was great. That was a fun show. No, no, that's not gonna work. Not gonna do it. I don't remember where I just played, Murph. I'm sorry. I don't remember anything. Buck is amazing at that. He always remembers where we played. He's got an incredible memory for that sort of thing. Whew. I'm probably gonna unless there's any more questions. You guys have been cool tonight with all the questions. Any new to Hey Chuck? Um, Eric's been doing variations on the set list every night, and we've been getting to play some songs and stretching a little bit. So it's been cool. Like tonight we played Black Blade and Red and the Black in the set, and that was really cool. I'm not familiar with that record, Ed. I'm sorry. I haven't been listening to much music lately. I've just been listening to my next album. I've been I before I made this trip the cutoff for the demos of my next album. I have my entire album demoed, um, and I'm gonna. I started calling some of my friends, calling in favors, um, and I'm hoping to record that. Start recording it in the next month or two. I'm looking forward to that. I think you guys are gonna really like it. I can't give you too much information about it yet because I don't want to promise things I can't deliver. We rehearse as a band much before the tours. We did rehearse. We rehearsed twice, and we cleaned up some old stuff that we were having trouble with, and I think Doctor Music came out of those rehearsals. Like we worked that up because that's kind of tricky. It's a lot of singing. It doesn't sound like it's tricky, but it's tricky. A lot of singing in it. No, James, and I feel stupid about it. Like I here's all right. Here's what happens to me every year at NAM. I I have this recurring nightmare. It's not really a nightmare. I have this like dream that I'm at NAM and I leave and I never saw anything. And that's because that's what happens every time I go there. Like I want to go there to hear stuff. And inevitably, as I'm like on the plane, like in the airport, ready to go home, I'll look on my phone and I'll see, oh, everybody talking about the new whatever, and I missed it. So I wanted to hear that Marshall. I didn't get to hear it. I'm kind of mad at myself about it. The saddest of Amory's album is that I'm waiting for her to tell. Like I mixed the whole thing, it's done, but she has pages of mix notes she wants me to change. So I'm actually waiting for her schedule to calm down to where she can sit down there with me and mix it. I ask her twice a week about, hey, let her know if you want to, if you're when you're free, we'll finish mixing this because honestly, guys, her album is ridiculous. It's awesome, and I think you guys are gonna love hearing it. I think you guys are gonna flip out over it. It's not what you would expect from a female singer songwriter. It's not, and the production is off the hook. It's ridiculous, and she got great players on it, and of course she sings her ass off. But the songs are incredible. I think you're gonna love it. I think you're gonna love it. The worst thing about her album would be my mix. You know what the problem is that like like I mix for free, so I'm the good choice here. But Anne Marie likes a very organic sound, like a understated organic sound, and I like everything to be over the top and processed and big sounding. So I can do the organic thing, but she really has to stay on top of me for that. You know what I mean? Like she has to make sure that I'm not making the snare drums too big, or I'm not putting like weird modulation effects because I like that stuff. I like I like Queen albums. I like the '80s sound. I think that's what I like. I like the big sounds. Um, and that's not really right for her music. So she's constantly, saying, okay, no, dial that back. Too much, too much. The coolest venue we've ever played at. I'd say last night was pretty cool. The Hammersmith, or I'm sorry, the Eventum Apollo. Um, I'll tell you my favorite. My favorite that we played at was PNC Bank Art Center because that was the place I saw Yes for the first time. So for me to play there, that was very cool. I would say that was pretty cool just because like the day I became a Yes freak was in that place. So that's why I'm gonna say that venue. Any band? I we have a pretty good guest coming up. I can't tell you about it. I'm you know what the misconception about Band Geek is that people think I can just call everybody and we come over and play. The problem is everybody is so busy. So I have to be lucky enough to get everybody in the same room. That's why I like, when me and Andy just do stuff together because it's easier just to schedule two people and he can play everything I can't play. So we work really well together. It was a great show tonight. Was Steve using one of your presets when he worked for the weekend? Yes, he was. Steve, actually, no. Captain, we made a preset, dry guitar too, and I thought I was gonna like, you know, make a better sound. But when I listened to it in the mix, I'm like, no, that's it. That's the sound. That's perfect. Are there still groupies? Nope. My sister has played MSG several times. This is something I've never told anybody. My sister, my younger sister, was in the St. John Jeep several times. I never have. You guys got a lot of questions tonight. This is cool. Well, I don't want to blow my voice out, but unless there's any more, I'm gonna sign off. This is the longest hello from the road there's been, I think. And sorry, guys. But anyway, I'm gonna call it now. Yes, I met Phil from I met Phil from Wings of Pegasus last night. He was a very nice guy. We talked some shop. Very cool dude. Um, oh wow, Colin, that's awesome. Damien, Damien Scrow is on the internet. Everybody, he's on the internet. This doesn't happen a lot. This doesn't happen a lot. He's on the internet looking at somebody with all their clothes on. This is a very rare occasion. For those of you who don't know, Damien Scrow is my bro, my best bro in the whole world. I love this man. I would take a Nerf bullet for him. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it. Bye, everybody.